everyone, my name is Tasha and today I'm going to talk about the Around the Year in 52 Books reading challenge. I know I'm quite late with this. I did try filming this at the beginning of 2016 because I did start this challenge at the beginning of the year. The video wasn't that great, so I didn't upload it. Time passed and then I thought it was too late to film this, but I do quite like this challenge and I didn't know how to incorporate progress that I was making in this challenge. So here I am filming this video after all. I've seen quite a few people on BookTube do this challenge, which is how I found it. There is a Goodreads group about this whole reading challenge, which I will link down below. It has all the challenges and suggestions and whatnot. The goal for this challenge is to read one book for a certain topic each week. So each week has its own challenge, and in that week you're supposed to read the book for that challenge. But you can also just randomly read the books and then assign them to the challenges, which is what I'm doing. I have made quite a bit of progress with the challenge, so what I wanted to do in this video is name all the challenges and books that I have read so far. So I'm just gonna name each challenge and then tell you what book I have read for the challenge. I'm too lazy to get my books, so I'm just gonna insert photos. The first challenge was a book you meant to read in 2015 but didn't, and for that I read Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. Number 2, a book set in a different continent. Since I'm currently living in the UK, it was easy to pick a book that takes place in the US, and that's what I did, and I chose The Awakened by Sarah E. Santana. Challenge number 4, a book by an author you discovered in 2015. I've discovered many authors in 2015, but I went with Victoria Schwab, also known as V.E. Schwab, and the book I read was A Gathering of Shadows. Number 9, a book that was mentioned in another book. The book I read for this was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I know it's technically not a book mentioned in another book, but it was more of a fan fiction. But Simon Snow is also a book in Fangirl, so it kind of counts. I made it count. Number 10, a book by an author you feel you should have read by now. For this I went with Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Number 13 is Reader's Choice, so you can insert any kind of book. And of course I had to choose The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakavic. I have to include this series in everything I do from now on. Number 17, a book with a beautiful cover. For this I read Everything by Nicole Yoon. Number 20, a book with a first name in the title. For this I chose Gabriel and the Swallows by Esther Del Seno. Number 22, the first book in a New to You series. For this I read The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, and the first book in the Remnant Chronicles. Number 23, the next book in a series you are reading, and for this I have Fire by Sarah J. Maas, the third book in the Throne of Glass series. Number 24, a Between the Numbers book of a series, so like 1.5 or 2.5. For this I read Ricochet by Becca and Krista Ritchie, which is book 1.5 in the Addicted series. Number 26, a book everyone is talking about. For this I read Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This book came out in, was it October or November last year, and everyone still talks about it. Number 34, a book about mental illness. For this I read Underwater by Marisa Reichert, and this was about PTSD. Number 39, a previous suggestion that did not make it into the list. If you go into the Goodreads group, they have like a thread with suggestions and things that didn't make it into the list, and the one I chose was a book with a blue spine or cover, and I chose Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Number 43 is a book about a thing that goes bump in the night, and I read The Haunting by Alex Bell. It was about ghosts. It wasn't that great. Number 44, a book you're embarrassed to read in public. For this I read The Deal by Elle Kennedy because of this cover, but the book was amazing. I gave it 5 stars. But I wouldn't read this kind of book in public. So those were the books I have read for this challenge so far. That was all I was gonna do for this video. Tell me down below if you would like to see a TBR for the rest of the challenges. I have books picked out for most of them. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and that was it for this time, and I will see you next time. Bye!